Hi, my name is Josh Polster. I'm the CEO of a company called Mediffany. Mediffany is in the healthcare space. We are a software-enabled service that helps to explain complicated radiology-related findings in a visual way using video. We've been working with Scopic since our company began several years ago. And one of the things we were looking for was just some technical help. We were started by two radiologists, non-technical people, and we needed help understanding hosting a website and creating software for our solution. In addition to providing those kinds of services right away to us, Scopic has really essentially serves as the entire backbone of a lot of our technical solutions. So on top of helping us with website design and implementation, web hosting, designing and developing and testing the software that we use for our services, they really cover the gamut of all sorts of technical aspects of our business. And also we rely on Scopic for marketing help as well in the digital world. Without Scopic, we really would have had no way to start our company. And they've covered front end, back end, every aspect of the software development that we need help with. They've been able to provide. Really from the beginning, they have been able to help us shape. We have an idea, a vision of what we want to do, but they're very helpful in helping to discuss, flesh out the ideas, try to provide some insights about possible roadblocks ahead and different approaches that we can take to solve those problems. So it's been immeasurably helpful to us. Our service really depends on a number of things, and one of those things is actually ingesting or acquiring data, images, and reports from outside users. And that process was complicated and difficult for us to understand how that would work. And we realized soon that we were going to have to come up with different sorts of solutions. So it wasn't just a one-time solution. We had to iterate and work with Scopic and think about what could we do, what possible solutions could we provide to overcome the challenges of getting that data into our service. And they were very helpful both on the creative side of figuring that out and of course on the implementation side as well. Really, Scopic has helped us to reach potential customers through marketing efforts, Google ads, LinkedIn ads, cold email campaigns, and so forth. But also has helped us to iterate. We've, as many startups do, we started off thinking things would go a certain way, and then Scopic has allowed us to be flexible and to change course as we need to just tweak our product and our offering a little bit so that we could reach the right audience and make sure it's easy for them to use and to find us. When I think about successes we've had with Scopic, I would think about a project we've engaged with them on AI and the use of both speech recognition and also AI for categorizing and sorting text that is spoken to help us create radiology reports in a much more efficient and intuitive manner than is conventionally done. And that was a big step forward that's very exciting for our future. In terms of working with Scopic, I have nothing but positive things to say. They really have a complete team. So we at least were paired, and I think with other customers, we were paired with a team, and the team has a project manager. In our case, has both a front-end developer and a back-end developer, as well as DevOps team available and a marketing team available. So really, all the services that we could want were together. And we know that they meet on their own to discuss our project, but they also, of course, work with us. So we have meetings regularly scheduled. In addition to email communication, we can have Teams meetings or other virtual meetings to just review where we stand on the project. How's the progress going? What are the obstacles that we're trying to overcome or errors that maybe we're encountering? Getting our feedback. They also have a great testing team. So we rely on Vidya as part of our team that has been fantastic to just sort out the kinds of small errors and bugs that crop up when you first are producing new software, and allows us to, when we get involved in testing the software, things are already working very smoothly, and we're just putting the final touches on things. So the communication has been terrific. They're always very responsive to our questions and comments, and we found a really good pattern of back and forth trying to iterate and modify things as we need to and make things just the way we want them. And they're always very receptive to our own ideas, but we also try to listen to them because really they've shown a lot of expertise and great help in how to shape what we're trying to do. I really highly recommend Scopic. We've had a great experience with them. As I said, we've worked with them for several years now. This wasn't just a one simple project and done. They really are a major part of our organization. I think of them as an extension of our business and a critical one. I think that the ability to get a team that has the entire spectrum of services that a small business like ours needs, again, front end, back end, DevOps, design work, marketing, really is a fantastic thing. And they worked well as a team. You can tell that they're talking about things behind the scenes. They're on the same page. And we couldn't have done it without them, really. And so I really highly recommend them. In terms of any advice I would have, I would just have in-depth conversations with the Scopic team about what you're trying to do now and hope for in the future, and see what they say and take their advice, but also flesh things out. We've found that one of the most helpful things for designing software has been the initial design process. We're currently working on a new module and we're using Figma, and one of the designers at Scopic is helping to sort of shape the appearance of what we're going for in a clickable prototype that is much less work involved than actually generating the final software, but it's also helping us to think through the project and show it to potential users and get feedback so that by the time we're ready to actually produce this, everyone will understand the project better and we'll be able to do it with the most efficient use of resources possible. So I highly recommend that for sure, and I highly recommend Scopic.